When I started this journey on working on my health, I never realized how much I had an opportunity to be able to change people's lives. And when I initially went into the nursing field, I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to make a difference, not just in a patient's room, but I wanted to make a difference in thousands of lives. And I never thought that I would be able to do so. After graduating college and realizing how long it took me to initially finish that degree, I doubted myself a lot. And I doubted the fact that I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't as advanced. I decided not to go to grad school like many people did. And I just felt like I wasn't at a high level of category as many of these other students I was graduating with. And I remember putting myself in this box, in this category of someone who supposedly had it all on the outside, but inside I still felt like the smallest person in the world, and that ultimately I wouldn't be able to make a difference like I initially wanted to when I first set my eyes upon getting my degree and making a difference. I realized I went into the real world with this degree, started to work, and realized that obviously real world was totally different from what I initially thought it was going to be. And it was hard for me. So many people going into college thinking that, okay, I'm going to be broke for the next 4 years, but I'm going to be banking as soon as I graduate. But unfortunately, that's not the reality. And even as a nurse, I had this mindset that, okay, I'm going to graduate, I'm going to make so much money, and I'm going to be able to pay off all these bills. And it wasn't the reality. And even though I had a scholarship and I had so much help with paying for school, I had a huge student loan that was weighing over me when I graduated. And it was very difficult for me, personally, to think that I was now going to have to work not only full time, but maybe overtime, including holidays and weekends, to be able to just pay the minimum. And that American dream that so many of us think about is really not as close as we think it is. And so when I started my health journey, it started just like that, guys. Literally, I just wanted to lose weight. I wanted to lose my post baby weight. I felt like I was falling down a spiral, and I was falling into that hole that so many moms do, and truly believe that they'll never get their life back that they had before having children. And I felt that same way with my profession, and so I felt alone, and I felt like I would never accomplish that dream of inspiring others and also being as healthy as possible. I just felt like I was always the little turtle in the back of the race that everybody just kept on like looking at, laughing at, thinking like, wow, she is so slow. Why is she taking forever to do this? Why does she take so long? But on the outside, people would think, wow, she is so accomplished. She is so well off. But but that's not the case. Like, that's not reality, right? You guys see the highlight reel in social media, but you don't see the struggles, and you don't see all the little details that go into life, right? And have many of us know that. And so when I got into coaching, I learned something that I didn't have to live in that box anymore. I didn't have to live paycheck to paycheck. And I've seen this even for people that don't have family, that don't have children, who live paycheck to paycheck. And if they don't, they end up going into debt to to live paycheck to paycheck, whether it is buying a new car or whatever it may be. Like, it's just, we never think about saving or, actually having funds to provide for ourselves in the future. We only think about the now. And I learned my lesson very quickly after my first child. And I just thought it would never be possible because I realized that my dream ultimately was to be home with my kids and to be able to be with them. And I wouldn't be able to have both. I couldn't have financial freedom and I couldn't have to full time to be with my family. And so I had to choose. And it was a hard decision, but it was something that I was willing to do. And so I decided at that time to 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 go and search for something more. And for me, that more was coaching. And so many people look at it as coaching as a negative thing. And um, I get totally get it because I was there at one point too. But I share this story because we judge so many people from the outside and we don't take an opportunity to truly understand where they're coming from and what their journey is and what their purpose is. But I've found that not only have I been able to to fight for that goal of having financial freedom and not living paycheck to paycheck like I was, but I can also be with my family and still follow that love for health and helping others. And that last goal that I thought I would never be able to achieve, which is inspiring others, has been kind of like the topping on the cake. And for me, that has been all worth it because I never thought I would be able to inspire as many people as I do now if I were to just solely work as a nurse, um, a staff nurse, or someone on a floor, and I totally believe that nurses can inspire so many people directly, but I never realized I would be able to inspire this many people at once. And for me, it has truly been a blessing to do this. And so I share this because, we get stuck in this mentality and believing in living in this box. And it's not about it's not about who we are, but it's about what other people want to believe. And so I allowed that box to take over, and that was because of the beliefs of other people and what their standards were of success and what their standards were of what women should do and mothers should do. But I finally realized that I set myself free by letting go of those judgments and those opinions and going with what truly meant the most to me and my family. And even though it brings its challenges, just like any other job, I'm grateful every day to be able to be part of this organization that has provided so many mothers and fathers the ability to provide for their family, but not sacrificing their family. And to me, that is priceless.